Welcome to part 6. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be great? Is it about fame, wealth, or power? The ancient Stoics had a different answer, one that has echoed through the centuries and holds profound relevance today. They believed that greatness wasn't something you acquired from the outside world, but something you cultivated within. This is the Stoic way of greatness. A Stoic life is simple, but don't mistake simplicity for ease. It's a path that demands discipline and conscious effort. It begins with a fundamental shift in how you interact with the world. You learn to speak less. Why? Because in silence, you find clarity. You stop filling the air with unnecessary words and start listening, both to others and to your own inner voice. This practice of restraint naturally extends to your reactions. Instead of being a puppet to your emotions, flaring up at every provocation, or getting swept away by every fleeting feeling, you learn to pause. You observe the event, you observe your initial impulse, and then you choose a considered response. You react less, and in doing so, you reclaim your power. This internal discipline reshapes your relationship with desire and fear. The modern world is a relentless machine of desire, constantly telling you what you should want, what you need to be happy. A Stoic sees this for what it is, a trap. By desiring less, you free yourself from the endless cycle of wanting and disappointment. You find contentment not in having more, but in needing less. Similarly, you learn to fear less. So many of our fears are projections, shadows of what might happen. The Stoic focuses on the present, on what they can control. They understand that worrying about the future is a waste of precious energy. By confronting fears with reason, you dismantle their power over you. With this foundation, your actions begin to flow not from fleeting impulses or social pressures, but from a solid core of principle. You decide what is right, what is just, and what is virtuous, and you act accordingly. This isn't about rigid dogma. It's about having an internal compass that guides you through the complexities of life. This is what it means to live with integrity. You become a person who remains calm in the face of both praise and blame. The applause of the crowd doesn't inflate your ego, and their criticism doesn't crush your spirit. Your sense of self-worth is internal, not dependent on external validation. You move through the world with a quiet confidence, a self-assurance that comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for. For a Stoic, greatness is, in its purest form, character. It's not about grand gestures or public accolades. It's about the small, unseen choices you make every single day. It's about doing the right thing, especially when no one is watching. It's the honesty you practice when you could easily get away with a lie. It's the kindness you show when there's nothing to be gained. This is the true measure of a person. Your inner world, your mind, becomes a fortress. You learn to protect your peace with the same vigilance a soldier guards a stronghold. Life will inevitably throw chaos your way, unexpected challenges, difficult people, sudden crises. While you can't always control the storm outside, you can ensure it doesn't breach the walls of your inner citadel. You remain unshaken in chaos, a calm center in a spinning world. The world may be loud, filled with noise, distractions, and endless demands for your attention. But inside, your mind is still. You've trained it to be a place of tranquility and focus. The world may seem broken, rife with injustice, conflict, and suffering, but your spirit remains intact. You refuse to let the brokenness of the world break you. Instead, you hold on to your principles, your compassion, and your resolve to be a force for good, however small. This is the essence of Stoicism, choosing clarity over chaos. It's about deliberately filtering out the noise to see things as they truly are. It's choosing discipline over distraction, resisting the easy path in favor of the meaningful one. And above all, it's choosing inner peace over external noise, finding a stable, unshakable happiness within yourself that no external event can take away. You must understand that you are not here to be consumed by the world, to be tossed about by its whims and trends. You are here to master yourself within it, to navigate its challenges with wisdom and grace, to contribute to it from a place of strength and integrity. That is how you protect yourself from the anxieties and frustrations that plague so many. That is how you live a life of true freedom, unbound by fear and runaway desire. And that, ultimately, is how you become great. Not in the eyes of the world, but in the one place that truly matters, within yourself. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Stoic greatness. If this resonated with you, Consider subscribing for more insights on building a stronger, more resilient mind. Have you ever wondered what it takes to achieve true greatness? Not the kind that comes from fame or fortune, but a deeper, unshakable greatness that comes from within. This is the Stoic way. It's a path that is simple in principle, but demands profound discipline to walk. It isn't easy, but it is transformative. Imagine a life where you are less reactive, less swayed by the fleeting desires and fears that plague so many. This is the first step on the Stoic path. You learn to speak less and listen more. You react less, observing the world with a calm and steady mind instead of being pulled into every drama. You begin to desire less, finding contentment in what you have rather than constantly chasing what you don't. And as your desires shrink, so do your fears. You fear less because your happiness is no longer tied to external outcomes you can't control. This shift in perspective changes how you move through the world. You start to act with principle, guided by a strong inner compass, rather than being driven by every passing impulse. When someone praises you, you accept it gracefully without letting it inflate your ego. When someone criticizes you, you consider it calmly without letting it crush your spirit. You remain centered, moving with a quiet confidence that isn't arrogant, but is rooted in self-knowledge and inner strength. To a Stoic, this is the very definition of greatness. It's not about achievements or accolades. Greatness is character. It's about who you are when no one is watching. It's about consistently choosing to do the right thing, not for applause or recognition, but because it is the right thing to do. This integrity becomes the bedrock of your life. Your inner peace becomes your most prized possession. You learn to protect it like a fortress, building walls of discipline and mindfulness that keep the chaos of the world at bay. When storms of life rage around you, and they will, you remain unshaken. You are the calm eye of the hurricane. The world can be loud, filled with noise, distractions, and opinions, but inside, your mind is still. You cultivate a sanctuary of silence within yourself, a place you can retreat to for clarity and perspective. The world can seem broken, fractured by conflict and suffering. But your spirit remains intact, whole, and resilient. You are not immune to pain, but you are not destroyed by it. You find strength in your own wholeness, your own internal coherence. This is the essence of Stoicism. It's about choosing clarity over chaos, intentionally cutting through the mental clutter to see things as they truly are. It's about choosing discipline over distraction, focusing your energy on what truly matters, and letting go of the rest. And most importantly, it's about choosing inner peace over the relentless external noise that constantly vies for your attention. You come to understand a fundamental truth. You are not here to be consumed by the world. You are not a passive victim of your circumstances. You are here to master yourself within it. You are here to build an unbreakable inner core that can withstand any external pressure. This is how you protect yourself from the anxieties and uncertainties of life. This is how you live a life of true freedom, unchained from the approval of others and the whims of fate. This is how you become great. Thanks for watching.